緒に今夜はお前とお前のモーニングコールで本日6時に降臨俺でドリンクに記憶ないいやいやいや会いたくなるのは俺の世界そいつは知らないお財布届けてくれてサンキュー何せふんわりふんわりふんわりナイトのバタフライエラクリリカルマジカルふっから始まるワンダラーそんな世界にゼロ泊二日酔いそんな顔されたら俺もうわかんなくなっちゃう夜はこれから上げて上げて下げて上げてお気に召すままフォーチューンを現実だとかリアリティだとかぶっ壊したっていいじゃない笑いね行かないでマジでマジで今夜お前がプリンセス帰りの馬車は行っちゃうけどレジョ扉をこれ開けてお気に召すまま一旦一旦一旦Stay tonight
Huh?
Mahjong Soul is a mahjong simulator under the guise of a gacha game. Developed by Yoastar, the company known for its blue lanes and arced nights, this game lures you in with cute and funny anime girls to play several rounds of mahjong against literal bug people. If you're anything like me, you would assume the other 3 goons sitting around you are cheating or smurfing, but to my disappointment, they're just Chinese. But what is Mahjong? I can sit here and give you a history lesson and read you the Wikipedia article, but it's simple to say it's like a cross between poker and Uno, best represented by its placement on this slippery slope. In other words, Mahjong Soul is a great game if you have addictive personality traits. The best way to find this out is to consult your closest Chinese medium. If they say your birth year is a snake, you should hit up the slots right now. What you're hearing now is the Mahjong Soul background music. Get used to it, because it's all you will be hearing for the next decade as this game slowly consumes you. There are 2 starting classes. Just like in real life, you're either born as a Jewish cat girl or a big titty ara ara. There are other characters to choose from, however those are locked behind giving your credit card details to the Chinese government. It is possible to get summoning scrolls entirely through events or converting presents into dust, but that will take until the heat death of the universe only for you to get a Minecraft Iron Sword. Roll on the banner to unlock Waifu Sora's bandos, including but not limited to Child, Shonen Anime Protag, Goonbait, Succulent Chinese Meal, Joker 2019. The game features some loose data mechanics, like giving your favorite character a teddy bear or whatever, and then their number goes up. That is not what we're here for. We're here to gamble.
Aw, dang it.
Like most online games, there are 2 game modes. Unranked, which is somehow in the tournament match tab, and the proper game mode, Ranked. If you're anything like me, your average experience would go something like this. You just finished the tutorial, and, it being the tutorial, didn't actually teach you the nuance of playing Mahjong, so you fumble your first game as a novice. You might think this is a big deal, but you can't actually lose rank in novice, so you look online for answers. How do you get better at the game? You might think you would receive sage advice from a Chinese man who was born into Mahjong, who came from a whole lineage of professional Mahjongers, who was told all the Yaku and strategies while he was still in the womb. But no. Any questions you may have about the game, you can discuss with your fellow Guilo on the Yakuza subreddit, because those are the only people that play this type of game. I, however, am built different. See, Riichi Mahjong is also called Japanese Mahjong. It's a try-hard variation of regular old Hong Kong style Mahjong developed by the Japanese. With this in mind, I traveled to Japan and climbed Mount Fuji to seek advice from Mr. Riichi, the inventor of this stupid game. I had a whole shonen training arc, it was crazy. One day, I was meditating under the waterfall, and Sensei hit me with profound wisdom.
Mahjong is an elaborate ploy by the Chinese to trick Guaro into reading Chinese. Because you will become addicted to gambling and try this in real life. But the numbers in the top right won't be there.
Another time, I was doing Riichi drills where I had to put the Riichi stick in its little slot, when Sensei told me some more sage advice.
There are 2 types of game, menu and parkour.
I then realized this game is all menus. It couldn't possibly be parkour. The only parkour I'm doing in Mahjong is when I parkour off a bridge because I'm on a lost streak and my rank might go up. It was then he was struck down by Chinese hitmen trying to prevent him from passing on his wisdom to his disciples. His last words still ring in my mind.
Man with horror in pocket feel cocky all day.
Unfortunately for the hitmen, I am racially ambiguous and they mistook me as one of their own. and took me back with them to play more Mahjong and get addicted to opium.
Yo, look, that's 4 Dora right there.
Wait, you've been framing this whole time?
No! Oh, I'm about to nut, bro. Yo!
Damn.
That's how we win all back.
I made it out of adept and into expert, meaning I now have enough social credit in China to have my human rights restored. I no longer need to work in the Team Factory, and can instead live my days playing Mahjong at the parlor with all the grannies. Chat, is this Riz? Mr. Riichi passed down to me his most secret and revered techniques that will win you every game guaranteed 100% of the time, 40% of the time. Forget everything you may know about Mahjong. Forget all those Yakuman. To win big points, you need to follow the fundamentals. The ABCs of Mahjong. The honest footsies of Mahjong. Flowchart Mahjong. Your end goal? Men Tan Pin. That means Men Zenshin, Tan Yao, Pin Fu. This equates to roughly 4 Han, an instant 8,000 points in your wallet, and more money for you at the end of the game. To achieve this, you want to set up your hand to be made entirely of sequences, have no terminal or honor tiles, and you pray to whatever god you believe in that you draw the winning tile. This is a skill, and it can be learned. This is exactly how you get out of intermediate player hell. The real trick is if you see the button saying pawn or chi, you do not press it. Pawn and chi was made by Big Mahjong to sell more losing hands. It only looks big and bright for mobile players, so treat pressing any of these buttons as if you will lose the game, because it opens your hand, thus removing the option to Riichi, and that's where the money is.
I want to be rich!
Much like your own Tesla Model 3, the game has a hands-free mode, allowing you to sit back and get help from under the table as you wait for your tenpai to win off Ron or Sumo. This, my friends, is what we call the Riichi round. There is no worse experience than when you have tenpai for a bajillion wonkas, and all of a sudden you hear another voice call Agari. You could play perfectly, and you'd still be powerless as you watch someone else call Sumo. My win? Cut from me. Call it NTR. Nice Sumo, retard. You could be given a great hand on a silver platter. Call Riichi on turn 2, and still lose to Sumo. If this ever happened to me, I would Riichi for a gun and blow my brains out. You could be given the hand of heaven, winning on turn 0, and still lose to Sumo.
It starts with
One win, I don't know why. I can't call Sumo how hard I try. Keep that in mind, I discard my tiles to get to tenpai. All I know, Riichi is a valuable thing. Watch I fly by waiting for just one win. Losing my rank at the end of the day, no chance at high tay. It's so unreal, didn't look out below. 9 terminal draw right out the window. Try to Yakuman, didn't even know I wasted it all just cause you pawn chun kept everything inside. And even though I tried, it all fell apart. Reaching adept 3 will eventually be a memory of a time when I tried so hard and got so far. But in the end, somebody else deals in. I had to call and lost some Han. But in the end, somebody else too lost. Why is this the case? Well, as a little Wii remote once told me.
It's a fucking game of luck. There's no skill involved.
But if that was the case, could you explain this? Losing? Just build a Yakuman and win it all. In Furiten? We double down like we're in Vegas, baby. Call Riichi and simply draw the winning tile. I once saw a guy get hit with a Yakuman. The mandate of heaven came down and blessed this guy, while the other one was sent to the depths of Diyu for dealing into what is practically impossible. Bro and all, I alone am the honored one, and 13 orphaned this MF.
Riichi. Oh. あら、あがり。
I started my Mahjong journey in an attempt to get a Chinese GF. Needless to say, my efforts have been fruitless. In fact, it has had the opposite effect of what I intended. I've asked a few Chinese people their opinions on Riichi Mahjong, with one such comment: "This isn't real Mahjong. Cringe, kill yourself."